I died before I ever lived. I died long before they ever laid a hand on me. Before the world tried to crush me, I was already gone. Not in body, not in blood, but in spirit, in silence, in everything I used to be. I was walking, breathing, existing, but there was no fire in my chest, no soul behind my eyes. I was a ghost in the land of the living, empty, hollow, forgotten, yeah, alternate and safe thought. I was a ghost in the land of the living. I was a ghost in the land of the living. They never noticed the quiet ones, the ones who sat in the back, staring out of cracked windows and wondering, is this it? The ones who smiled just enough to pass, who spoke just enough to disappear. I was one of them, a shadow among people too loud to hear the silence. Every day was a repeat. Wake up, go through the motions. Go to bed. Pray for a dream worth remembering. Never get one. I wasn't living. I was decaying, in slow motion, trapped in a life I didn't choose, chained by expectations I never agreed to, and no one ever asked if I was okay. Because I was quiet. And quiet means fine, right? But inside, something was dying. No, not dying, already dead. There comes a moment where the child version of you just stops breathing. No funeral, no warning, just silence. It happens when life shows its teeth, when you realize the world doesn't care how kind you are. It doesn't care how pure your dreams were. It spits on innocence and rewards the ruthless. And when that moment came for me, when I saw who they truly were, when the betrayal cut deeper than a blade ever could, that version of me collapsed, eyes wide open, heart shattered. And in its place, a void. They say pain builds character. Oh, but that's a lie they tell the broken to keep them hopeful. Pain doesn't build character. It builds monsters. And that's what I was becoming when the last light flickers out. You either go blind or you learn to see in the dark. I learned. I stopped pretending, stopped apologizing, stopped hoping for anyone to save me, because no one was coming. No hand reached down. No voice called out. Only the void. Only the echo of my own thoughts. So I made a home in the shadows. I made peace with the pain. I sharpened my silence into a weapon. It left me to rot. But I didn't rot. I transformed, piece by piece, scar by scar. And soon, the one they ignored, the one they called weak, the one they buried, was gone, and something far more dangerous took its place. You don't understand real power until you've had nothing. Nothing to lose, nothing to protect, nothing to fear. That's when you become untouchable. I wasn't motivated by glory. I didn't want their approval. I wanted revenge, not on them, on the life that tried to erase me. I wanted to become something that couldn't be broken again, something so relentless that even the dark would fear me. So I trained, not just my body, but my mind, my soul. I studied pain. I made suffering my teacher. And slowly I came back. Not the old me, not the ghost they forgot, but a storm, a reckoning, a monster with a memory. When I returned, they didn't recognize me. Same face, same name, different soul, because I didn't speak like them anymore. I didn't chase comfort. I didn't flinch when they tried to control me. They tried the old tricks. Mockery, doubt, pressure, but none of it touched me. Why? Because once you've been dead, once you clawed your way back from nothing, you don't fear losing anything. I had already lost it all, and I survived. That makes me dangerous. It makes me immortal. Let me know when you're ready for part 2, and I'll continue the transformation arc. Deeper, darker, and even more savage. I died before I ever lived. Dark motivational script. They thought I was seeking redemption. They were wrong. I wasn't trying to fix what I lost. I was trying to become something new, something that didn't need fixing, something that couldn't be wounded again. I didn't just survive the fire. I became it. Every step I took, I carved in blood. Every breath I drew, I earned in silence. No shortcuts, no pity, no permission. I became ruthless, not cruel, but precise, unstoppable, cold when necessary. Because sometimes the only way to move forward is to kill everything that ever held you back. So I did. Apologies, no regrets, and the world started to notice. The silence they ignored before. Now, it echoed with power, because I wasn't speaking to be heard. I was speaking to be remembered. Here's the truth no one wants to admit. You have to become a monster to survive this world. Not a predator, not a villain, but something untouchable. They'll call you heartless, cold, arrogant, unfeeling, but what they really mean is, you no longer bleed the way they do. You don't break the way they expect. They want you soft. They want you obedient. They want you safe, so they can control you. But monsters don't follow rules. Monsters write their own. And when I looked in the mirror, I didn't see the scared, broken soul they left behind. I saw sharp eyes, a calm fury, a man who crawled through hell and came back laughing. I saw power because I didn't just lose who I was. I chose who I became. Pain taught me more than any book ever did, more than any mentor, more than any hero. Pain is honest. It doesn't sugarcoat. It doesn't lie to protect you. It shows you who you really are when everything else is stripped away, when the noise stops, when the comfort is gone, when the mask is shattered. Pain is the only voice left, and it whispers, "Now, show me what you're made of." Most people run from it. I embraced it. I listened. I let it teach me, break me, mold me, and what emerged from that agony wasn't just stronger. It was unstoppable, because the language of pain is universal. But only the few learn to speak it fluently. I speak it like a native now, and that makes me lethal. Not the faith, not the fear, not to any man. They tried to raise me to be a pawn, follow orders, fit in, keep quiet, but I was never born to follow. I was born to end things, to break patterns, to harass limits. Mercy was what made me weak before. Now, mercy is a luxury I don't afford, not to myself, not to anyone who stands in my way. I don't hate them. I've just outgrown them. Their words don't reach me. Their doubts don't move me. Their approval means nothing, because I am no longer in their world. I built my own, and in my world, I rule. No gods, no masters, only war. I didn't survive to tell a sob story. This isn't a tale of triumph. This is a warning. I'm not the same. I'm not soft. I'm not safe. You can't kill me with words anymore. You can't cage me with shame. You can't reach the parts of me you shattered, because those parts don't exist. They died with the old me. This version